Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Ernie Rutherford. He's 3-0 now, and he's got two knockouts. And I think you've already got a fight date again. 25th.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm
25th of
25th.
March.
Yeah, next month.
I think it's in Portsmouth.
That's it. It's on a Atlantic Promotions show in the Pier, Portsmouth.
That's good. So how did you first get into boxing?
So I first got into boxing, Sam. My dad was a boxer, and he was a professional trainer. He used to train Rob Jeffries. He was a Southern Area champion. So obviously, I started going to the gym with him when I was a little boy, and watching him train the professionals, and it just I got interested to it through that, and then when I was old enough, obviously I started boxing myself. So
did you have any amateur fights?
I did. I had 16 amateur fights. I did. Obviously, that's not, compared to a lot of people, that's not a lot,
Mm-hmm.
But I boxed at a very high level in the amateurs. Won a lot of championships and stuff.
That's good. And why did you want to turn over pro Why did you want to turn over pro?
I always wanted to be a pro, but my style always suited the pros anyway. But I had a break from boxing. I met my wife, got married, had kids, and it was just something for me that I always would regret if I didn't give it my all. So, I didn't want to be that man in the pub that you see drinking. Oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. Do you know what I mean? I said, you know what? While I'm young enough and while I've still got determination, I said I'm going to give it my absolute all and see how far I can go.
Yeah. And what fight do you think? Because you've only had 3 pro fights so far, and what fight would you say you've performed your best in?
I mean, my best performance, I would say, was my latest fight. But I mean, no one's going to see the best of me until I'm fighting at a level where I'm in with an opponent that can push me to my limits, and then people will see the best of me. I can only fight what's in front of me. So, when I got to step my game up and I got to put it in, then you'll see the best of me.
Because of course, I think your fight, the weekend. Well, it was on a Saturday, was it? Just got
Saturday, yes.
Yeah, and it was your fight was scheduled for 6, but you stopped him.
Yeah, I stopped him in 2 rounds. Yeah, it was scheduled for a 6-rounder, but obviously, I was the first round. I was just sort of filling it out a bit. I mean, I took a couple of silly punches in there that there was no need in taking. But again, it's learning. Come out the other side. But when I found the distance, found the range, started closing it down. After a few punches, he wasn't feeling up to stand up to it.
So after the first round, did you feel that you were going to stop him?
Yeah, I knew that. I come back and sat back down in the corner. I said to my dad, I sat down. I said, I messed up a little bit there. I said, I took a few silly punches. I said, well, I'm going to go out now. So I'm going to knock him out. And he said, go on then.
And you did as well.
Yeah.
That's good, because that was the only stoppage that night.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see any of the other fights because I was in the changing room, obviously. But yeah, when I found out that it was the only stoppage of the night, obviously, people come to boxing to see knockouts, Sam. So I'll bring knockouts.
Yes. So in your next fight, is it a 6-rounder again?
Yeah, 6-rounder again. Yeah, I'm looking to get another couple of 6-rounders in and then step up to 8 rounds. this year I'm looking to be as busy as possible, you know. So I want to get 8 fights by the end of the year.
So
Be
by
10
the
and
end
0,
of
9.
the year, do you want to try, I don't know, push on for the area title?
That's the plan, Sam. Yeah, that's the plan, mate. I want to step up through the ranks as quick as possible, and by the end of the year, hopefully, we'll have an area title match. Definitely either English or the Southern area.
Yeah. So was it Harry Matthews who you fought in your second fight?
Was Harry? Yeah, Harry. You know what, Harry? I'm a really good friend of mine. It's crazy boxing, you know. But I've talked to Harry a lot.
Man, isn't he?
He's tough. Yeah, he's very tough. He's very tough.
So
I learned a lot. Boxing Harry. I learned a lot. You know, like I think I rushed my performance a bit with Harry, and I was rushing in. I was a bit too eager, maybe trying a bit too much, and
get the knockout.
I was trying to get the knockout, yeah, you know, because Harry don't get stopped. So I thought, like, if I can knock him out, I can make a statement, you know. And I went in there with that mentality, and I was pushing and pushing, but obviously it never came, you know. So, but I learned a lot from that fight. So hats off to Harry. Yeah, he's tough, he's durable, mate, and he definitely knows his stuff.
Was it good to get the rounds in?
It was good to get the rounds in. Obviously, I boxed 4 rounds in the amateurs. I've done 4 twos. I've never done 4 threes before. So for me to know that I could go the distance and at a good pace, that was like a little check in the book to say, right, okay, I can get the 4 rounds out, no problem. You know, stepping up to 6, I've been like sparring a lot of rounds in the build up to the last fight. So I knew I could get 6 rounds comfortably. Obviously, we don't get paid for overtime, so if you can get them out of there, get them out of there. But it'd be nice to get the rounds, yeah.
Yeah. So for your fight in Portsmouth, have you got the ticket prices or not yet?
There's been I think the ticket prices are on the post. I think they're 40s, 60s, and 80s, if I'm correct.
Yes. So if you can make it down to Portsmouth and support Ernie, contact him for tickets. And
oh, nice one. Cheers, Sam.
Yeah. What else was that? How many 6-rounders are you gonna try and have?
So I want to do probably another 2 or 3 6-rounders before I step up to 8 and then to 10, obviously. You know, so that's we're heading that way, you know.
Yeah. So of course you're managed by Victor Smith, aren't you?
Yeah, Victor Smith. Yeah, Victor Smith. He's a good guy.
And so how did it first come about working with Victor?
So I was managed by Mickey Elliott when I turned over first. My debut was actually on Victor's show. I got the knockout, 2nd round knockout, and then not a disagreement, but sort of me and Mickey ended up parting ways, and I was looking for a manager, and obviously I'd boxed for Victor. You know, we exchanged phone numbers. We've been chatting, so yeah. I mean, we contacted him to see what maybe he could offer me and what we could if we could work together. You know, if we could suit. So, and that's how that come about. And yeah, I'm pleased. He's a good man. He's true to his word. So
do you not have like a set promoter?
no, I haven't got a promoter. I've just signed a management contract with Victor. So I'm still a free agent in a way.
Is that why you're boxing on all of these different shows?
Shows, yeah, you know, because like, I bring a lot of support with me. So a lot of promoters want to get me on their shows. You know, I bring a really, really good crowd. So yeah, they just if they want me to fight, they contact Victor. Obviously, he's my manager, and then we can come to an agreement and get the fight on.
So before your 3rd fight, was this already booked in, this up and coming fight?
It was, yeah, it was. I'll tell you what happened. So like last year, towards the back end of the year, I had a shoulder injury, so it stopped me from fighting on a card. Basically, I was booked on 2 Nielsen boxing shows. I had a shoulder injury, and then that postponed that date, and then I was supposed to fight again. I think it was October.
Oh,
I broke my wrist in training. I was hitting the pads. It was like 2 weeks out from the fight, so but I hit the pad, broke my wrist, and then obviously I was in plaster over Christmas. So this year I've got to make up for the lost time what I had last year, So that's why I'm looking to be as active as I can, sort of thing, and build up the record as quickly as possible.
So is the goal this year to fight on the TV or just get as many fights as possible?
I would love to fight on the TV. I would love to, mate, but like I say, I haven't had any offers at the moment, so we're just going to keep working towards it, Sam. Just keep lining them up. I keep knocking them over, and keep building. One step at a time, and hopefully, mate, one of the big boys will come ringing. Definitely.
Yeah, let's hope so. Anyway.
Hope so, mate.
And what was I going to ask? Sorry. Forgot my question. Oh yeah, what age did you start boxing?
That's a tough one, Sam. So I started boxing competitively when I was 13, but I was in the gym a long time before that. Obviously, I remember going to the gym with my dad when I was 3 years old. I used to sit on the side of the ring and watch him train the pros. I'd do the pads with him. But I always sort of come and went as a kid. I'd go for a couple of months and then I'd have a couple of months off, and I weren't dedicated, but it was just keeping me. I mean, I was really interested, and I was training always, But my dad just didn't want me to get him into it too early. So I think a lot of kids they get put into boxing too early, and then by the time they're 15 or 16, they've had enough, because they've been going since they're too small, and they end up having enough of boxing and sort of calling it a day. So I got into boxing at 13. I started boxing competitively, had a few fights, and then when I was 19, so I had 6 years out, which is a long time, and obviously, I feel like now, it took me a while to get the ring rust off and the time at the gym, that I'd had off. I wasn't the same fighter I was when I came back the first time, and I think it's taken me this time to sort of get my eye back in, get my distance in, my timing, So, but yeah, we're back there now, mate, and we're going to carry on building. So I'm looking forward to the next 12 months.
Yes.
We'll see.
And would you ever consider moving up to cruiserweight or down in weight?
I'm super middleweight, Sam. I mean, I know they announced the fight on Saturday at light heavy, but I came in. So when I came back, I was 18.5 stone. So up until this point now, I've lost 6.5 stone in weight. But I weighed in on Saturday morning at the weigh-in. I was 12 stone 2, so I was £2 over the super middleweight limit, championship weight.
Oh, so normally you're a super middle, but that fight, because you were a little bit over, that it went down as a light heavyweight fight.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a super middleweight, Sam. Yeah, that's what I box at.
Oh, so you're happy at super middleweight?
Yep.
How much did the other guy weigh that you fought on Saturday?
I come in 170 pounds, which is about 12 stone 2, and he came in at 169 pounds, so he was a pound lighter than me. He came in at 12 stone 1.
Fair enough. Do you have an opponent yet for your upcoming fight, or not just yet?
Not just yet. No, we're looking at a few opponents. Obviously, Victor's making the calls, but a lot of fighters at the moment don't really want to take it. We had a really, really hard time getting an opponent for this fight. The one on Saturday just gone, Yeah. A lot of prospects as well, turning down the fight. So, but we'll get there, mate. I mean,
yeah, And you've still got quite a while until the fight as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm flying out, so I'm flying out to Portugal on Sunday to finish my training camp. I mean, I haven't had any time off. Obviously, I boxed on Saturday, had Sunday off, and I was back running Monday morning, back to the gym. So I mean,
so you're back in
today.
camp for your next fight already?
Already straight back in, mate. Yeah, no time off,
Fair enough, mate.
We're gonna just keep putting the work in, mate, and keep training hard. I didn't really get our first gear on Saturday night, so it wasn't like it was a hard fight, and I'm come back, I'm all broke up and sore. Like it just I cruised it really. So
yeah,
straight training.
Yes. And before I let you go, do you want to shout out? I don't know, just anyone.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my sponsors if I can. Well Hydrate, Frequency Cleaning, Team JW, Vendor Vapes, and JPL Demolition. They really looked after me in the build up to my fight. Just gone Saturday, really helped me out with training and stuff. And I would also like to give a shout out to Steve Kerridge. He owns Essex Kickboxing Academy. That's where I do most of my training. Been a very, very good friend of the family for years and years. We use his gym regularly. So if anyone's looking, anyone based in Essex, South Ockenden, is looking to get their kids into the gym, with a bit of kickboxing or boxing, definitely give him a shout, because, like I say, he's like family, and everyone down the gym is absolutely 100%.
Yeah. And congratulations on your win, mate, and good luck for your next fight.
Thanks very much, Sam. I really appreciate you getting me on the channel, and I've been looking forward to meeting you as well. So it's nice to have a chat.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate your time.
Thanks very much, kid. Yeah.
Bye, mate.